cancer is a disease that affects most Canadians and all Nova Scotians, and it's also one that the Dalhousie Medical Research Foundation wants to fight back against. And it's doing so by raising money through their 2017 Molly Appeal campaign. This year, the campaign will raise funds to put Dalhousie researchers on the leading edge of personalized cancer treatments in Canada through new technology. Funds from the annual campaign will also support the expansion of the tumor bank at the QE2, a vital tool for researchers. Now joining us this morning to talk more about the campaign and cancer treatment in the province is campaign lead Dr. Paola Marignani and Dr. Drew Bethune. Good morning, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Nice to be here, Dave.
Yeah, so let's talk about, we'll start with you, Paola, about the 2017 Molly Appeal campaign. We're focusing on personalized cancer treatment this year. Tell us why.
Well, personalized medicine has, it's finally coming to fruition. The goal of our Molly Appeal is to develop a pipeline for precision medicine. This is where we would take the patient's cancer, put it through a fluidine C1 system that allows us to do deep dives on the molecular profile of a patient's cancer. Then a group of scientists will do all the different types of analysis that we would normally do in a laboratory and eventually identify unique barcodes to the patient's cancer. Once we've identified the unique barcodes, we can then develop either new drugs or repurpose drugs that would then be used to treat the patient. And so it's basically the life cycle from the patient to the bench back into the patient. So it's a translational pathway. And the goal is to be better at treating patients for their cancers.
And this is a year-long fundraiser. You had a luncheon yesterday, and you want the funds go towards purchasing this new technology. Can either of you talk about this new technology? The fluidine?
Yes, the fluidine C1 system allows for single-cell molecular analysis of tumor cells. So traditionally, we would take the tumor from the patient, grind it up, and look at a global profile of what was going on in the cancer. With the fluidine C1, we can look at individual cancer cells and do the molecular analysis for each cell, then take the data from the entire tumor and have a better understanding of what's going on in the patient, and then go back in, hopefully, with a better treatment.
Dr. Bethune, you're head of the cancer research for the province. You're the medical director. Tell us about your role here.
I'm the medical director of cancer care program for the province and researchers involved in it. The world has changed with molecular genetics. We can now do things, and the discoveries are tremendous. Because we can characterize cancer cells genetically. What this will enable us to do is to play in the big leagues and to do discoveries on a world stage. So because of these changes in technology, it enables us to do fundamental research in how cancers work, and also to translate it in a pipeline to clinical care. And the tissue bank, the tumor bank, is really important in having tissue that enables researchers to do these fundamental discoveries.
Yeah, let's talk about that tumor bank. It's the largest in Canada for lung
cancer.
Lung cancer, exactly. How important is it to have the expansion of that and for researchers?
It's really important. We've had great success in the lung tumor bank, and now every patient with lung cancer gets molecular analysis for up-to-date treatments, everybody in Nova Scotia. We want to expand this to other cancers, and we also want to ensure that this carries on. So we're looking at reorganizing the structure and enlarging the tumor bank process. It'll enable us to make discoveries in other cancers, colon, breast, prostate, and thyroid cancers and head and neck cancer. So we're expanding it, and has tremendous potential. But to be a modern cancer program and to have an opportunity to make fundamental discoveries, this whole translation from benchtop research to clinical care, which we have here, which is quite somewhat unique, this facilitates this whole process.
And money from this year's campaign for the Molly Appeal will help fund that expansion as well. This is a year-long campaign, as we mentioned. What else is involved throughout the whole year for the Molly Appeal campaign?
Well, we've had our luncheon, and there'll be other events held. You never know with the Dalhousie Medical Research Foundation. They're always coming up with great ideas and strategy to improve participation from Nova Scotians. And of course, all the donors without them, we wouldn't be able to do some of the work that we do at Dalhousie University. So it's the DMRF that's really got the great ideas on how to spearhead different events.
I would like to comment, money
Right.
raised can be multiplied by other partners.
Yeah.
You start the ball rolling and it just snowballs, so it's really important, and there's no other way to get money to support this kind of work.
And how can people get involved?
They can make a donation if they'd like. They could contact the Dalhousie Medical Research Foundation and ask how they can contribute. They can also participate in events that we may hold throughout the year. There's something, I'm not going to announce it yet, but hopefully there's something coming just before Christmas time. So just contact the Dalhousie
Yeah.
Medical Research Foundation.
And finally, we got 10 seconds left or so. The goal for this year.
Our goal is this year is 300,000. We can do it.
Yeah.
I know we can do it.
Okay, we'll push ahead. If you want
I'm
more
optimistic.
If you want more information about the Dalhousie Medical Research Foundation and the Molly Appeal campaign, check them out online. Some more information there.